Welcome to the Profit Talks podcast, hosted by the Orange County Inland Empire SBDC Network, funded in part by the U.S. Small Business Administration and the California Office of the Small Business Advocate. This show is the go-to resource for business owners seeking empowerment, education, and resources to succeed. Join us as we connect you with experts, share the triumphs of fellow entrepreneurs, and reveal the wealth of assistance available to you today to level up your business. So let's go. Let's dive in and learn more.
Remember downloading podcast episodes onto iPods?
Oh, yeah.
Wild, right?
Totally.
A British newspaper actually came up with the term podcasting back then.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
Crazy how far it's come.
Yeah.
And now AI is pushing it even further.
It really is amazing to see it happening.
That's
like in real time.
Yeah.
It's not just some futuristic fantasy anymore.
Right.
AI is like a practical tool for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
From like total beginners to those who've been podcasting forever.
Exactly. So today, we're going to take a deep dive into how AI is changing the game for podcasters.
Sounds good.
We're using insights from a presentation by the Orange County Inland Empire Small Business Development Center Network.
Okay.
They're known as the SBDC for short.
Got it.
They're all about helping small businesses thrive.
I like it.
And their presentation is packed with info on how you can use AI to actually make your podcasting dreams a reality.
Awesome.
Or even just level up your existing podcast.
Makes sense.
And the really cool thing is AI can do so much more than just write scripts now.
That's what's really interesting about the SBDC's presentation.
Oh.
It emphasizes how AI tools are becoming so user-friendly, accessible, even for individuals and small businesses.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
People without a ton of technical expertise can use them.
Absolutely. So let's start with the pre-production phase. I feel like everyone's heard of ChatGPT by now.
Oh, for sure.
But it can do so much more than just write emails now.
Yeah.
ChatGPT can help podcasters generate show notes, research topics, and even just brainstorm episode ideas.
Totally.
Plus, there's a free version.
Always a bonus.
Absolutely.
It's really impressive how versatile ChatGPT has become.
Yeah.
It can streamline so much of the content development process.
Okay.
And then there's a Lead-To Show Planner.
Okay.
This one's specifically designed to help new podcasters actually launch their shows.
Cool.
It guides you step by step through creating a launch plan, developing audience profiles, and even producing a trailer.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
All without even needing an account.
It's true.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so convenient.
Especially the no login part.
Exactly.
Speaking of content, there's Content Shake AI.
Okay.
This one's a total game changer for brainstorming ideas or creating those SEO optimized blog posts.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you used it?
I haven't used it personally, but the way it works is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It dives deep into your podcast niche, analyzes the competition.
Cool.
And it helps you figure out what your target audience actually wants.
I like it.
It's like having a research team working for you.
Amazing.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Imagine the time you'd save.
And money too, right?
Definitely. So yeah, AI can save you a ton of time and effort during pre-production.
For sure.
But what about the actual production?
Right.
That's where it gets even more exciting.
I agree.
There's Wondercraft.
Okay, I've heard of this one.
People call it the Canva of audio.
Oh, wow.
You know? Because it's so user-friendly.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's intuitive.
Yeah.
So with Wondercraft, you can generate voiceovers, translate audio, and even create your own unique audio branding.
Yeah, the things you can do with it.
I know, right?
It opens up so many doors for people.
It does.
Especially independent podcasters.
For sure.
Without a big studio.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
The fact that you can experiment with all these different sounds and styles now, all thanks to AI.
I know, right?
It's insane.
Crazy.
And have you ever, wanted to make a podcast in multiple languages?
Yeah, I've definitely thought about it.
But it's just not feasible.
Way too much work.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, 11 Labs can help with that.
Okay.
It's a game changer, honestly.
What does it do?
So they offer AI-generated voices in different accents, ages, genders.
Wow.
And they can even match the emotional tone of the voice to the content, which is really cool.
So you could have one voice that's calm.
Yeah.
For a meditation podcast and another that's hyped for a sports show or something.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
And the crazy part is they offer voices in 29 languages.
That's incredible.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. I mean, this is really highlighting something important.
What's that?
That AI is making tools and capabilities available.
Right.
That used to only be for big studios.
Yeah.
But now they're for everyone.
Exactly.
It's really changing the game.
Okay, now let's talk music.
All right.
Have you heard of Suno?
I haven't, no.
It blew my mind.
Really?
Yeah, so it uses AI to compose entire songs based on, like, lyrics, genres, or even your own music.
That's amazing.
Right.
AI is pushing the boundaries of what's possible with music.
Right.
And there's this other tool I've been experimenting with.
Oh, yeah.
Called Melobytes.
Okay.
It lets you turn, like, text or even images into music.
That's so cool.
It's a lot of fun.
I love that you don't even have to be a musician to create original music for your podcast.
Yeah. Anyone can do it.
Okay, one last production tool before we move on to post-production.
Okay.
Athos.
Right.
So imagine needing an audio ad for your podcast,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, you don't have the budget for a whole studio production.
Right.
It happens.
Yeah.
Athos is the solution.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You can take images, like social media ads, flyers, billboards,
Interesting.
things like that,
Okay.
and it turns them into full-fledged audio ads in minutes.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know.
So fast.
So we've covered pre-production and production, but now let's explore AI-powered tools for post-production.
Okay. Yeah.
Because AI really shines in this stage.
Totally.
Helping people polish their audio, make it sound professional,
Mm-hmm.
create an engaging listening experience.
It's true.
Like, one tool that really stands out is Adobe Podcast.
Okay.
It's like having a personal audio engineer, you know?
Yep.
It cleans up the audio, reduces background noise, can even make your voice sound studio quality no matter where you record it.
Awesome.
And if you're looking for a one-time purchase solution for better audio quality, there's Isotope RX Elements.
Okay.
Have you heard of that one?
Yeah, that's a great toolkit.
Did it?
It's got plugins for, noise reduction, declipping, all those essentials.
Right.
It's a good option for people who don't want a subscription.
Yeah, exactly.
Just buy it once and you're good to go.
And you know what's the worst enemy for podcasters?
What's that?
Background noise.
Oh, yeah.
It can be so frustrating.
Ugh, the word.
But there's a tool for that.
Of course there is.
Sound. It uses AI to remove background noise so you can focus on the conversation.
I like that.
Their tagline is silence the noise, amplify the conversation, which is perfect.
It really is.
Then there are transcripts.
Okay.
Another area where AI is changing things up.
Yeah, for sure.
Descript is an incredible tool that turns your audio into text. Seamless editing. Helps with overdubbing and removing filler words, too.
Descript really does streamline the post-production workflow.
Doesn't it?
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
If you're looking for really accurate transcripts, though, Whisper is the way to go.
Whisper?
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
It was created by the same team that made ChatGPT.
Oh, wow.
It's really accurate.
Cool.
It's trained on, like, a massive audio data set.
Okay, so we have clean audio and accurate transcripts.
Right.
But now we need to get those episodes out into the world.
Of course.
And guess what? There are AI tools for that, too.
Oh, there's always an AI tool these days.
Always.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to podcast marketing, that's where AI can really automate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Streamline those tedious tasks.
Yeah.
Things like podcastmarketing.ai and Buzzsprout's co-host AI.
Oh, okay. Tell me more about those. What can they do?
So, for example, podcastmarketing.ai can take your transcript and create show notes from it, episode descriptions, even social media posts.
Cool.
It's like having a virtual assistant just for marketing your podcast.
That would be amazing.
It would save so much time.
It would.
And if you're using Buzzsprout for hosting, their co-host AI add-on is worth checking out.
Right.
That's a good one.
So then the podcast is published.
Yeah.
But we need to promote it.
Right.
Social media is a big part of that.
Huge.
So what can AI do for us there?
Well, OSHA has a tool called Social Media Manager.
Okay.
And it's powered by, you guessed it, ChatGPT.
Of course.
It can create those perfect social media posts for Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram.
Wow, that's a lot of platforms.
It really is.
That would save so much time.
I know, right?
And what about short-form video content?
Right. Everyone's doing that now.
Everyone.
It's huge.
But luckily there's Opus Clip.
Opus Clip.
Yeah, it uses AI to make those super shareable short clips from your podcast.
Cool.
The ones that go viral.
That's smart.
And get tons of views.
Yeah.
It uses AI to pinpoint the most engaging moments.
Oh, wow.
Turns them into videos.
Yeah.
And it even gives you a virality score.
A virality score? What's that?
It predicts how well the clip will perform, like on TikTok and Instagram Reels.
That's pretty neat.
The last thing I want to talk about is AI for visuals.
Okay.
Like podcast cover art and logos. There are tools like Midjourney and Adobe Express that are changing the game here.
I've heard of Midjourney. It's similar to DALL-E and Stable Diffusion, right?
Yeah, you can describe what you want using text, and it creates the image for you.
That's wild.
I know, right?
Super cool.
And for those who love using Adobe products, there's Adobe Express.
Yeah, I know that one. It's like Adobe's version of Canva.
Right, exactly. We've only just scratched the surface of what AI can do for podcasting.
There are so many tools out there.
There really are.
It's incredible.
It's a pretty exciting time to be involved in podcasting.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It feels like the barriers to entry are lower than ever.
Yeah.
And the possibilities are endless.
Definitely. We just went over a ton of AI tools.
I'm hacking.
Like a ton.
So many.
That can help with every stage of podcasting.
It's pretty amazing.
It really is.
How much you can do with AI now.
Yeah, from generating ideas to polishing the final product.
Yeah.
It seems like there's an AI for like everything now.
Seriously.
But with all this AI, it kind of makes you wonder,
It's
what's the future of podcasting going to look like, you know?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
Like, one of the most exciting things for me is the potential for, like, personalized podcasts.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Interactive experiences.
Mm-hmm.
AI could tailor the content to each person.
Wow.
Based on their preferences.
That's wild.
And it could happen in real time.
That would be so cool.
It would be a unique experience for every listener.
So instead of just listening passively, imagine being able to, like, interact with the podcast.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Maybe even
change the story.
Like, choose your own adventure, but for audio.
Exactly.
I'd love to see that.
Me too.
How creators use AI to, like, break the rules of traditional storytelling.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And engage with the audience in new ways.
Absolutely. I'm also curious about, like, how AI might change how people discover new podcasts.
Oh, that's a good point.
There are so many out there.
I know.
It's overwhelming.
It really is.
Trying to find new ones you like.
Totally.
So could AI help with that?
Definitely.
You think so?
AI recommendation engines could get a lot better.
Okay.
You know, at suggesting podcasts you might enjoy.
Yeah.
Going way beyond, like, basic genre or keywords.
Okay.
Like they do now.
I see.
They could take into account your listening habits, your mood, even current events.
It would be like having a personalized podcast curator.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
Guiding you to those hidden gems.
Exactly.
And helping you explore new stuff.
I love that.
Me too. I also wonder about, like, how AI could make podcasts more accessible.
Oh, for sure.
You know, for people who are deaf or hard of hearing.
That's a huge area where AI can make a difference.
Right.
For example, with transcription and translation.
Yeah.
Like, imagine real-time translation of a podcast into different languages.
That would be amazing.
Breaking down those language barriers.
Connecting people worldwide.
Exactly.
That's powerful.
It is.
But with all these great things about AI, we also have to talk about the challenges.
Oh, absolutely. We need a balanced perspective.
Totally.
You know, we can't just focus on the good stuff.
Right. Like, as AI-generated voices get more and more realistic, it makes you think about authenticity.
Yeah.
Transparency.
Definitely. Like, listeners should know if they're hearing a real voice or an AI-generated voice.
Right.
Transparency is so important for building trust with your listeners.
Absolutely.
And another challenge, and this is for all creative fields, not just podcasting, is, like, making sure AI is used ethically.
Right.
Responsibly.
Like making sure AI-generated content isn't spreading misinformation.
Exactly.
Or reinforcing harmful biases.
That's a big responsibility.
It is.
As creators, we got to use AI to benefit our audience, you know?
Yeah, totally.
And society.
Yeah.
AI should be a tool to amplify our creativity and connect with each other, not replace it.
I agree. It seems like the future of podcasting will be this fascinating blend of human creativity and technology.
Yeah, I think so too.
What do you think?
I agree. And as we move forward, it's going to be super interesting to see how podcasters push the limits.
Yeah.
experiment with new formats and ways to connect with their audience.
Definitely. One thing I find really fascinating is...
What's that?
How AI could make podcasting more democratic.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, imagine a world where anyone, regardless of their skills or resources, could make a high-quality podcast.
That would be amazing.
It would lead to so much more diversity. Different voices and perspectives being heard.
It would be a total revolution in how we share stories and ideas.
Total.
I also think it's important to talk about how AI might impact the podcasting industry as a whole.
Definitely.
Like, will it create new jobs?
Good question.
Right.
Yeah.
Will it disrupt existing business models?
Those are the big unknowns, right?
Right.
AI will probably create new opportunities, but it will also disrupt things.
Yeah.
It'll be important for everyone in the industry to be ready to adapt and evolve.
Absolutely.
Alongside these changes.
So it sounds like the key is to stay informed.
Yeah.
Be adaptable and never stop experimenting.
Couldn't agree more.
The future is full of possibilities, right?
It really is.
And those who embrace these new tools will probably thrive.
I think so too.
This conversation has been so thought-provoking. I'm feeling really optimistic about the future of podcasting.
Me too.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
Yeah, we have.
But we have one more area to explore.
Okay.
AI and the business side of podcasting.
Interesting.
We've talked about how AI can help create podcasts.
Yeah.
But what about the business side?
Right.
How could AI change the way podcasts make money?
That's a big one.
Yeah, because right now, a lot of podcasts, they rely on advertising or sponsorships for income.
Yeah.
But AI could maybe introduce new ways to make money.
Definitely.
And make monetization more efficient.
For sure.
So tell me, what kind of new revenue streams could we see with AI?
Well, AI could analyze listener data.
Okay.
To create hyper-targeted advertising.
Hyper-targeted.
Imagine ads that are so relevant to you that they actually feel helpful instead of annoying.
So it wouldn't feel like you're being interrupted.
Exactly.
It would feel like a suggestion.
More like a recommendation, yeah.
That would be such a change from the generic ads we hear now.
It would.
It could make advertising more effective for brands.
Totally.
And less annoying for listeners.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a win-win.
And AI could even automate the process of finding sponsors.
Really?
Yeah, like matching brands with shows that fit their target audience.
Wow.
It would save podcasters a ton of time.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah, so they could focus on making great content.
That would be a game changer.
Right.
I spend so much time trying to find sponsors.
I hear you.
It's like a whole other job.
It is. It's a lot of work.
What other ways could AI help the business side of things?
Well, it could totally revolutionize how we measure success.
Okay.
Going beyond just downloads, AI could track listener engagement. Even analyze the sentiment.
Okay.
Yeah, like how listeners are feeling.
Oh, interesting.
And it could even predict which episodes are going to perform the best.
Wow, that's powerful. That data would be so valuable for podcasters.
It would.
It could help them refine their content, improve their marketing, and ultimately grow their audience.
It would be like having a data scientist on your team, constantly analyzing and finding new opportunities.
It would be amazing.
This deep dive has been incredible.
It has.
We've seen how AI is transforming every part of podcasting.
Yeah, from start to finish.
From pre-production to monetization.
Every step of the way.
It really feels like we're entering a new era of audio storytelling.
I think so, too.
It's exciting.
Definitely.
And maybe a little bit daunting, too.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
But as we talked about before, it's important to use AI responsibly.
Absolutely.
Ethically.
It has to be a force for good.
Right.
Amplifying human creativity, not replacing it.
Couldn't agree more.
It's up to us as podcasters to use these tools to tell stories that matter, share different perspectives.
And create a richer, more engaging audio landscape for everyone.
That's the goal.
I love that.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, any final thoughts for our listeners?
Well, first I want to say thanks for joining us on this journey.
It's been a pleasure.
Exploring AI and podcasting.
It's a fascinating topic.
It is. And it's clear that the future of audio is full of potential.
Definitely. So to all the podcasters out there, whether you're just starting out or you've been doing this for years, embrace the power of AI.
Yes.
Experiment with new tools. Think outside the box.
Challenge yourself.
Exactly.
And never forget the most important part of any podcast.
What's that?
The human connection.
Couldn't agree more.
We can't wait to see what amazing things you'll create.
As we conclude another episode of the Profit Talks podcast, we hope we've empowered your entrepreneurial spirit. Reach out to us to connect with our experts, and let's take your business to the next level. Keep those dreams alive, keep pushing forward, and stay tuned for more. And if you liked what you heard in today's podcast and you want your business to reach new heights, just contact us at ProfitTalksPodcast.org or call us at 1-800-616-7232. That's 1-800-616-7232. So until next time, keep thriving.